is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Wendy Gillette in New York. Mississippi and Texas are lifting COVID-19 restrictions, including mask mandates. This shop owner near Gulfport is looking forward to the change.
I'm excited. I think it'll boost business, and I can't wait for people to start flooding in again.
But President Biden says it's way too soon.
I think it's a big mistake.
The president says masks work. Governors of Texas and Mississippi were threatening to set the country back.
The last thing we need is the Neanderthal thinking that in the meantime everything's fine, take off your mask, forget it. It still matters.
Mississippi's Republican Governor Tate Reeves responded in a tweet saying, "I guess I just think we should trust Americans, not insult them." White House has argued mask wearing could prevent 50,000 deaths. Stephen Portnoy, CBS News.
New York Governor Andrew Cuomo apologized and says he'll cooperate with an investigation as he faces sexual harassment allegations.
I'm not going to resign. I work for the people of the state of New York. They elected me, and I'm going to serve the people of the state of New York.
The Pentagon delayed sending help for hours on the day of the Capitol attack. That's what federal officials are telling senators during another hearing about what went wrong. Commanding General of the D.C. National Guard, Major General William Walker.
The approval for Chief Son's request would eventually come at 5:08 p.m., about 3 hours and 19 minutes later.
More than a dozen people killed in an SUV crash in California had just entered the U.S.
The 13 people killed yesterday were apparently in the U.S. illegally after the vehicle they were in entered the U.S. from Mexico through a hole cut into a border fence. This according to the Border Patrol. Surveillance video shows the Ford Expedition, which carried those who were killed, driving through the opening shortly before the fatal crash took place. A second vehicle, a Chevrolet Suburban, also drove through. Both vehicles, believed to be part of a smuggling operation, were crammed with people. The Expedition with 25, the Suburban with 19. Steve Futterman, CBS News, Los Angeles.
At least 34 protesters were killed during demonstrations in Myanmar. CBS's Pamela Falk.
In addition to the deaths of protesters, hundreds of people were also arrested on Wednesday, including journalists, and the dramatic escalation of military force against the protests has led to calls for diplomacy, but those efforts remain at a standstill.
The markets just closed for the day, and they all finished down. The Dow lost 119 points, and the NASDAQ finished down 361. This is CBS News.
That's today's news. That's today's news. I don't think I heard any good news, did you? I didn't think so. Well, as always, I'd like to thank you again for coming along with me on these little adventures. Dashcam News Adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. See the two crosses? There's the two crosses. Two crosses.